Welcome into the Otters Digital Network. Evansville Otters baseball is back for another, hopefully, bounce-back performance here against the Quebec Capitals. Hey everybody, I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday evening. And as I mentioned, Evansville trying to bounce back after last night's game where they could not avoid the big innings. That was the big downfall for this squad. A couple of big innings for Quebec is really what sunk Evansville's chances last night. It was 7 runs in the third inning and then 6 runs in the seventh. That did 13 of the 16 runs scored for Quebec, but Evansville did manage to push across some runs late, so hopefully they can use that as a momentum going into tonight's performance. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and our 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year, so check them out today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Evansville's going to send a new man to the mound. It's going to be Tommy Shirley, making his first appearance as an Evansville Otter. He was signed right before this road trip. The 36-year-old making his first appearance for Evansville after playing 13 years of pro ball before this. He will try to step up in tonight's performance, as I was mentioning. Initially was a draft pick of the Houston Astros back in 2010 after a 2-year career at Xavier. He was picked in the 9th round and spent 6 seasons with the Astros organization before joining the Tigers organization in his final season of affiliate ball. He's played some time within independent baseball, but now is making an appearance here tonight, and hopefully he can give Evansville a big boost against this Quebec squad that did put up 16 runs last night. Hopefully we will be able to get some more runs today and hopefully be able to hold them in tight going into this one. Take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network, and when we're back, we'll talk more about the starting lineups and about the starters going into this one here at the Otters Digital Network.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Welcome in to Quebec as the Evansville Otters taking on the Capitals for the second of 3 games before traveling to Ottawa to take on 3 games against the Titans. Welcome into the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and our 96.9 WYIR. Evansville, after last night's game, they dropped it 16-5. As I was mentioning earlier, a couple of big innings were the downfall of this squad. They looked relatively good outside of those 2 big innings. In fact, outside of those 2 big innings, they won 5-3. I mean, obviously that's giving the Otters a couple of extra innings, but still, they played well outside of those innings. They were able to hold this team down, but again, those 2 big innings where Quebec batted around in both of those innings, they will try to avoid that tonight. Let's talk about the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the Quebec Capitals, leading it off once again will be the second baseman, Jesmiel Valentine. Batting second and DHing will be Ruben Castro. Batting third and playing first base will be Anthony Kirion. Batting fourth and playing in right field, Justin Gideon. Batting fifth and playing in center field, Marc-Antoine Lebreu. Batting sixth and playing third base will be Christian Anoa. Batting seventh and playing in left field will be Will Riley. Batting eighth and catching will be the home run hitter from last night, Arturo De Freitas, and running at the lineup at shortstop. First time we'll see him this week will be Emil Boyce. Pitching for the Capitals is going to be Brody Cooper Vazalakis. It is going to be a bullpen game for Quebec. So the starter they're bringing out there only going to be used as an opener. We'll see how long they intend for Vazalakis to go. This will be his second start of the year, his 19th appearance of the season. He has pitched to a 5.61 ERA and 33 1/3 innings. He has struck out 32, only walked 10, a guy who does not walk a lot of batters. So Evansville is going to try to get to him hopefully early and knock him out earlier than they want to let him go. Obviously, in 18 appearances, he's gone 33 2/3 innings, so he can give them length. It's just a matter of how long they want him to go and how long he will go. Longest outing he's had this season has been 3 innings. That was all the way back in May. He went 3 innings in an outing against Joliet and 3 innings in an outing against Windy City. But he has given up 11 earned runs over his last 5 appearances. So hopefully Evansville will be able to, as I was mentioning, get to him and get out to an early lead for their guys. And that lineup that's going to be going against the Capitals is going to be as followed. Back in the leadoff spot, the home run hitter from last night, Dennis Pierce. Batting second and DHing will be David Mendham. Batting third and in right field will be L.J. Jones. Batting fourth and playing shortstop will be Paven Parks. Batting fifth and in left field will be Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth and playing first base will be Logan Brown. Batting seventh and in center field, Graham Brown. Batting eighth and at second base, J.J. Cruz, and rounding out the lineup and catching tonight will be Justin Felix. Mentioned a little bit in the pregame show, but the starter for tonight is going to be the southpaw, Tommy Shirley. He is a veteran, the 36-year-old out of Oakland, Pennsylvania. Was a former 9th-round pick of the 2010 MLB draft after playing 3 seasons at Xavier University. He's entering his 14th season of professional baseball overall. He spent 7 seasons in the Astros minor league system after being drafted by them. He reached as high as AAA, including a season in 2015 where he made 11 appearances and 7 starts, and in AAA had a 3.07 ERA, a guy that limits the walks, and hopefully will be able to give a boost for Evansville tonight. Over his entire career, he has appeared in 212 games and pitched 682 1/3 innings. So a veteran pitcher who can go out there and hopefully settle down this Quebec offense that we saw explode for 16 runs in the first game of this series. And hopefully Evansville will be able to attack on the other side with this offense. Again, the offense in the last 3 innings really put some pressure. They scored 4 runs over the last 3 innings, had 2 runners on in the 9th inning and stranded them there. So it's not like this team can't score against Quebec. It's just going to be about trying to keep them within striking distance. As I was mentioning, the 7-run 3rd inning really put Evansville behind the 8 ball last night, and you can't do that here. You have to be able to get off to a quick start and take on these Capitals and keep them close, if not be able to keep the lead. And Evansville's going to have a shot to do it against the opener for Quebec, who, as I was mentioning, is entering with a 5.61 ERA. Obviously, Quebec's going to want to try to get him as many innings as possible to try to rest up that bullpen. It's also going to be interesting to see how long Tommy Shirley is going to go. Really just kind of as a feel in that moment, maybe used more as an opener, similar to what Quebec is doing. Could try to go a little bit more length. Again, a guy who has plenty of starts during his career. He can definitely give you starter innings. A little look at the Otters offense from last night. As I was mentioning, still had a lot of contributions. Dennis Pierce had 3 hits and his 5 at-bats, including that home run. David Mendham with a single and a walk. L.J. Jones reached 3 times with 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Paven with that double that scored a run. He went 1 for 5. Logan Brown with a double. Graham Brown had a hit as well. J.J. Cruz with an RBI last night. Again, this offense has been able to score runs and put them up in bunches, and you want that tonight. because this Quebec squad, as good as they've been at home, they're actually a better offensive team on the road. So it is a little bit of a break, but still this crowd that is scheduled to be a sellout for all 3 games. It was very loud last night. You assumed it to be loud once again tonight. But what Quebec does really well is hit in situational spots. They have a 309 batting average with runners in scoring position, a 342 batting average with the bases loaded. We saw them hit really well with the bases loaded last night. Don't expect it to change anytime soon. But as I was mentioning, Evansville entering tonight at 22-38. It's been a rough month of July. We've talked about it. We've talked about this road trip. They've been close. Last night was not one of those games, but they are 1-15 in the month of July. They have 6 one-run losses, 3 extra inning losses, and they are 1-9 on the road. As I was mentioning, only one more series at home. They only scheduled to play 9 games at home in the month of July. They will finish up a game that started in May against Lake Erie to start that series on, I believe it's July 29th is when that series starts. And they are entering the game 61 of 96 on this 2025 season. We are nearing closer to that 6:05 p.m. Central Time scheduled start. All 3 games this week starting at 6:05 p.m. And looking ahead to this weekend, a 6 p.m. start time on Friday against Ottawa, a 5 p.m. start time on Saturday before a noon game on Sunday to finish off that series. Get Monday off, which will be a travel day back home to Bossy Field, where they will take on Lake Erie for 3 more games at 6:35 p.m. for each of those. And then they will begin August on the road against Florence for 3 games on the weekend, 1st through the 3rd. The month of August is a much more manageable month. They play Washington once and Gateway once, but the rest of the teams they are playing are definitely beatable teams, and they play much more games at home. And hopefully they can end this month off strong. It is obviously going to be a tall task against the best team in the Frontier League, Quebec, entering tonight's ball game at 45-16, the only team at 40 wins. It's going to be a tall task, but this team has been able to play well against good teams before, and you hope they can do it again. 3 games left to play tonight in the Frontier League. Down East and Ottawa have just started. Evansville and Quebec obviously about to start, as well as Tri-City and 3 Rivers. They are also about to start. Gateway and Joliet got underway earlier. They started at 10:05 a.m. Gateway won 7-2. Washington and Windy City started at 10:07 with Windy City winning 12-5. Florence took down Lake Erie 11-9 at their 10:30 a.m. start. New York and Sussex County started at 11 o'clock. New York won 8-7. Schaumburg and Mississippi played this morning. Schaumburg won on a Christian Fedco walk-off home run. They won 5-3. And then Brockton and New Jersey, who started at 11:04 a.m., have finished. Brockton won 5-2. And as I mentioning, 3 more Frontier League games to happen tonight. And Evansville is one of them against this Quebec squad trying to salvage this series and potentially even go out there for a win if they can get a big win tonight against the Capitals. That'll do it for the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYR. We'll take a short break, and then we'll get to the national anthems and the first pitch here on the Otters Digital Network.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, over the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and rockets ringing above the gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the
We're nearing the first pitch here in Quebec. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Evansville dropped game 1 by a score of 16-5. They try to bounce back here against the starter, or should I say opener, for this Quebec squad, Brody. Cooper Vasilakis on the mound. Arturo DeFreitas behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday evening. Evansville looking to try to get back into the win column. Got a win game 1 against Lake Erie, but have dropped 3 straight since. Against this Quebec squad, it's going to be tough, but they can do it. They've played well against some really good teams this year. Played well against Schaumburg. They've played well in games against Washington and Lake Erie. They can do it here against the Kings of the Frontier League in the Quebec Capitales. Reminder that the Home Team Network is the exclusive home of the Frontier League of every Frontier League game this season. So check out them today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this year. Evansville's going to send their lineup against Cooper Vasilakis, who, as I was mentioning in the pregame show, is entering with a 5.61 ERA. He has been roughed up over his last few starts, his first year in the Frontier League. And he will face the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game and Dennis Pierce to lead off this ballgame. And the first pitch taken outside for ball one in front of this sold-out crowd here in Quebec. They showed how loud they can get last night. Expect no different tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Pierce. Takes that one. Called strike one on the edge. Even the count up at 1-1. Pierce, the only multi-hit game last night with 3 for Evansville. Takes that one low and away, ball 2. Cooper Vasilakis played 5 seasons at Grand Canyon Universities. He makes that pitch in there for strike 2. His final season there, pitched to a 3.95 ERA in 18 appearances and 1 start. Played a couple of years with Brisbane in the Australian League, the Brisbane Bandits. 2-2 pitch, chopper back up the middle. Will be the pitcher Vasilakis who will take it in, toss to first, barely in time, but does get Pierce for out number 1. So they don't start off with a bang in this inning, but with the 1 away, it's up to David Mendham. He reached a couple of times last night as well. He also hit one to the warning track in his final at-bat last night. Here's the first pitch to Mendham. It's taken outside, ball 1. Next pitch called, strike 1, even up the count. Mendham, after last night's game, has upped his OBP back up to 434. 1-1 pitch, chopper towards the second baseman, Valentine. He will take it in on a hop, throw to first in time, out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Cooper Vasilakis. And it will move to L.J. Jones. Didn't get a hit last night, did Jones, but he did reach 3 times. Twice via the walk, once on the hit by pitch. Upping his OBP up to 355 on the season. First pitch he'll take on the outside corner for strike 1. Home plate umpire tonight is Jose Navas. That one's launched into left center field. Over towards it is Riley, and a good read, and he's able to bring it in for out number 3. 104 off the bat for L.J. Jones, but it comes up empty. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Welcome back into Quebec. Pitcher on the mound for Evansville is Tommy Shirley. Behind the plate, Justin Felix. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Southpaw on the mound, first time for the Otters. It will be the first time he has pitched in the Frontier League during his long career. And he will face a tall task against these Capitals, be led off by Jesmiel Valentin. First pitch to the switch-hitting second baseman is called strike one. And Shirley will get ahead 0-1. Saw him hit left-handed last night. Now he's in the right-handed batter's box for this at-bat. Fouls that one off, and Shirley's ahead of him 0-2. That pitch up at 91 miles per hour for Shirley. Again, a 3-year career at Xavier University before being drafted in 2010 in the 9th round. The 0-2 pitch, try to go fastball up, but Valentin holds up. Count it 1-2. His 14th professional baseball season. So he delivers the 1-2 pitch. Backdoor breaker. Valentin's able to foul it off, and we'll do it again. Again, his first professional game, at least registered since 2022. But a guy who has starter experience and typically during his career has kept the walks down. High chopper towards third. It's going to go just foul. This Quebec team does not go down in at-bats easily. Saw that last night. Very comfortable, 2 strikes in the box. From the windup, the next 1-2 to Valentin. Lines it into center field. Brown goes in, now goes out, and will bring it in for out number 1. Got him off stride on that one. Valentin still put pretty good contact on it, but right to the center fielder, Graham Brown. And with 1 away, it's up to the left-handed hitting DH, Ruben Castro. Castro last night, one of many Capitals with multiple hits. 2 hits for him in that game. Went 2 for 5, scored 3 runs. First pitch is called strike 1 for Shirley, and he's at 0-1. Good start here for the Otters starter. The 0-1 pitch. Front door breaker. Called strike 2 at the knees, and Castro's going to fight from behind 0-2. Second straight batter that Shirley's gotten out in front early. 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. Cruz dives but can't get it. It will get through for a 1-out base hit. Throw comes in to Cruz. And it'll be 1 away with a runner on. Try to get the breaker, but left it a little bit too high, did Shirley. Hit it hard with the bat, just past Cruz, and with 1 away. Up to the first baseman, Anthony Kirion. No Kyle Crowell in the lineup tonight. Hit a home run last night, 3 RBIs for Quebec. First pitch to Kirion is taken low and away for ball 1. Thought maybe I missed the call. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Miss high, 2-0. Looked really good on the TrackMan. Did the first pitch. And the scoreboard up there out in right center field had a strike up, so I thought maybe I just missed the signal. But no, it was called ball 1, so it counts 2-0 to Kirion. Shirley sets, delivers. Foul tipped off of Felix. Back in the count is Shirley at 2-1. Kirian, who hit in the 6-hole last night, went 1 for 3 with a couple of RBIs and 3 runs. Now waits the 2-1 pitch from Shirley. Takes that one on the edge for strike 2, and the count's back even at 2-2. Kirian entering with a .286 batting average. The 2-2 pitch lined up the middle. Parks will take it on a hop. Toss to second in time for out number 2. No toss to first as it was a slow chopper up the middle. Great range from Pavin Parks to make that play. So now 2 away in the inning, and it will be Justin Gideon stepping into the left-handed batter's box. Gideon last night 1 for 5 with a run scored. Takes the first pitch, front door breaker, doesn't quite catch the zone, and he'll start ahead 1-0. Shirley's done a good job at painting on the first pitches of counts. 1-0 pitch, chopped foul, even count up at 1-1. He hasn't really missed inside the zone to start this game, which is going to be huge. This Quebec team will make you pay if you miss inside the zone. There's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball painted on the corner for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner takes off for second. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. Not going to be in time. It's going to go off of Anthony Kirian, but he was there anyways. Counts 2-2. Kirian got a big jump over at first base. Really wasn't going to be much of a chance for Felix to get that throw down there. Tried to go fastball in the last pitch, up, but Gideon wasn't biting. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Gideon. Fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. We'll do it again. Another thing about this Quebec team, they rarely chase. It is hard to get them to chase on pitches. Two pitch to Gideon. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. German American Bank strikeout for Tommy Shirley. And he strands a runner at second base, and we are knotted up at 0 as we head to the second inning here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYAR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the second inning here in Quebec, knotted up at 0 after both pitchers worked a scoreless first inning. For Evansville, it's going to be Pavin Parks to lead off the second inning. Last night with a double that scored a run. Tries to get the second inning started the right way. A couple of ground outs and then a hard fly out for Cooper Vasilakis, who's out there for his second inning of work. First pitch called strike one. And Parks will start behind 0-1. Again, a bullpen game scheduled for Quebec in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check to swing again, doesn't matter, it's called strike two, and now he's behind 0-2. The longest Cooper Vasilakis has gone in a game is 3 innings. So we'll see if that's kind of the mark they want to set him to, or if they're just scheduling him for 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the Otters shortstop. Pulled the string and got him swinging. He's down for out number 1. Threw 3 off-speed pitches against him in that at-bat, and with 1 away, it's up to Keenan Taylor. Taylor last night went hitless in 4 at-bats. His average has dropped to 308, still looking for his first hit on the road trip. First pitch he'll take on the corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, another strike called. Now he's behind 0-2 as Cooper Vasilakis is working quickly, and he's working in the zone to start this game. The 0-2 pitch, lined into left field, but it's hooky and it's going to go foul. Left the off-speed in the zone. Taylor went and got it, but just out a little bit in front of it. The next 0-2 pitch. Off-speed, misses low and away. Counts at 1-2. Taylor had a scorching month of June. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line towards short. Boyes takes it on the backhand. Throw to first. Going to pull him. It's going to get past the first baseman, Kirian. Taylor had to try to slide to avoid the tag. So he didn't even have a chance going for second. Not a steep amount of infield between first base and the sideline in this ballpark. And the Otters have a 1-out base runner. If the first baseman, Kirian, was able to glove it, it would have been a bang-bang play on the tag, but didn't glove it, and Evansville is gifted a base runner. Next up is Logan Brown. He doubled last night. First pitch taken low and in for ball 1. And he has been on fire really since the series against Gateway. The end of that last road trip into the series against Gateway. Backdoor breaker in there for strike 1. He's gotten his average up to 278. Another double for him last night. Now has 11 doubles and a couple of home runs on the year. It's the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and now he's behind 1-2. First time we'll see Cooper Vasilakis pitch from the stretch. Hopefully it will force him into some mistakes here. The 1-2 pitch. Chopper back up the middle, over the pitcher. The shortstop Boyes will take it, throw to first in time. For out number 2, Taylor gets to second base. Good bounce back play from the shortstop boys on that one. So with 2 away, it's going to be to Graham Brown to try to break this scoreless tie. Base hit, hopefully can score. Keenan Taylor over at second base. Here's the first pitch to the Otters center fielder. Swings through that one. Pulled the string on him. He's behind 0-1. Brown starting to find the groove. Been hitting the ball hard during this road trip, including a hit last night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another off-speed, low and below the zone. Now he's behind 0-2 and has to battle. The Otters did jump out in front before, or in the beginning of last night's game with a Dennis Pierce home run. It was pretty much all Quebec after that. Trying to do the same here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Brown holds up on that pitch in the dirt. Stopped by the catcher DeFreitas, and Taylor will hold at second base, counts at 1-2. It's been 3 pitches below the zone to start this at bat against Graham Brown. See which direction they go here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, fouled off by Graham Brown. We'll do it again. Brown still leads the team in doubles with 17. He had a real hot start to the year for Evansville. 1-2 pitch, called, strike 3. Down at the knees. A couple of strikeouts for Cooper Vasilakis in that inning. He strands a runner at second base. Evansville can't crack the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, knotted up at 0 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Tommy Shirley back out there for his second inning of work. Looked good in his first inning as an Evansville Otter. Did give up a single, but a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out in that first inning. Did a good job at throwing his pitches where he wanted them, and he will face Marc-Antoine Lebreu to start this inning. First pitch, he'll start ahead 0-1. Fastball at the top of the zone. Again, a guy who's played a lot of baseball during his professional career. 0-1 pitch, another fastball up above the zone, got him swinging, and Lebreu behind 0-2. His 213th professional appearance. Over 680 innings he's pitched. Making his 104th start as he gets Lebreu swinging. German-American Bank strikeout for Tommy Shirley, his second of the game. And there's one away. To the fastball up and in, LeBrew went swinging. With one away, it's up to Christian Anoa. First pitch to him just misses outside, ball one. So this is Anoa's first start of the week. First time Evansville will be seeing him. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside, popped up into foul territory, but it's going to get up and overhead for an overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. Counts at 1-1. Anoa making his 44th appearance of the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Went to that one. Looper towards second. Cruz brings it in on the drive. And there's two away. Threw it down and in, and Anoa got just a bit jammed. And with two quick outs of the inning, it's up to Will Riley. His 52nd appearance of the season for Quebec. First pitch squares on a bunt, but fouls it off, and he'll be behind 0-1. Last night, didn't record a hit, but did walk, score runner, had a couple of RBIs. Two sac flies for him last night. 0-1 pitch, liner up the middle. And that's through for a base hit and a two-out base hit to keep this inning alive. Off the fastball over the heart of the plate. Two away. It's up to the catcher, Arturo De Freitas. Last night, entered the game with a 189 batting average. Went 4 for 5 with a couple of home runs and 4 RBIs. Pushed his average up above 200 at 216 now. First pitch off speed. Perfectly placed at the knees. He's ahead of De Freitas 0-1. Shirley can get up to 92. That one down at 71. Huge discrepancy in speeds that he can deliver. 0-1 pitch. That one up above Justin Felix, and Riley's going to take second base on the wild pitch. So now two away. Quebec has a runner in scoring position. Looks like Shirley just lost the grip of that ball. Sailed the 75-mile-per-hour pitch way above Justin Felix. Counts now at 1-1. Comes set. Now delivers. Fastball fouled out of play. Now De Freitas behind 1-2. Again, we were talking about it. Not a ton of weaknesses in this lineup. Really coming into last night, you would have thought he's one of them, but didn't appear that way last night. He was their star at the 9-hole. One-two pitch. That's lined towards right. It's going to go foul again, and we'll do it again. Went fastball below the zone, and De Freitas went down and got it just to stay alive. Shirley trying to strand another runner in scoring position. Comes set, delivers. Chopped foul, and we'll do it again. A couple of fastballs, sinkers below the zone for Shirley, but De Freitas able to just foul them off. Shirley last played for Lancaster back in the 21 season as well as the 22 season. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike three. Strikeout number 3 for Tommy Shirley. Another German-American Bank strikeout. And he is through 2 scoreless. We're knotted up at 0 as we head to the third here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Scoreless through two here in Quebec. Evansville's going to come back to the plate. Still haven't gotten a hit, but did have a runner in scoring position in the last inning. Just couldn't push him across, and now it would be J.J. Cruz to lead off this inning. First pitch from Cooper Vasilakis is swung on, and it's a looper into left field. Out on his Boys, and on it is Riley. They come together, but Boys able to snag it and avoid a collision, and there's one away. One away to the bottom of the lineup, and Justin Felix. Making his first start of the week after Logan Brown caught last night. Here's the first pitch to the Otters catcher. Takes high, ball one. Again, the longest Cooper Vasilakis has gone in an outing is 3 innings. But he's worked really efficiently through the first couple of frames in this one. Next pitch misses low 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses 3-0. So Felix out in front 3-0, trying to get on base, be the second runner for the Otters in this game. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Takes it. That one does find the zone. He was taken all the way. Counts at 3-1 now. His second appearance of the road trip for Justin Felix. 3-1 pitch. Misses inside, ball 4. One out walk for Evansville. They got another base runner, the second in as many innings. Great take from Justin Felix there. And with one away, we're back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. After last night's game, his average up to 324. Making his 29th appearance for the Otters this season. And now he bats with a runner on and one away. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one low for ball 1. Pierce, a guy that the Otters signed mid-season, made an impact right away. His first 3 hits were all extra base hits. 1-0 pitch. That pitch does find the zone. Count evened up at 1-1. Went front door off speed and Counts now 1-1. Next pitch, another front door breaker. Finds the zone again. Now Pierce behind 1-2. Back-to-back really good pitches from Cooper Vasilakis. Big lead for Justin Felix. He takes off. Pitch is called ball 2. Throw down is in time, and it got him. Felix got a huge jump. Pitch was off speed, and it was a bang-bang play over at second base, but he's caught stealing. Now there are 2 away and no one on for Dennis Pierce. Counts 2-2. And Pierce fouls it off. We'll do it again. Just a good job to spoil that pitch. Felix was 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts this year. 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the off-speed pitch. So the Otters get a runner on. It's eliminated by the caught stealing. And they go 1-2-3 in the third. We head to the bottom of the third inning here in the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYAR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the third inning here in Quebec. Still knotted up at 0. Bottom of the lineup, Emile Boys playing shortstop in this game. He'll step into the left-handed batter's box. Tommy Shirley out there for his third inning of work. He's looked good through the first 2. First pitch to Boys is called strike 1, and Shirley starts ahead of another batter, 0-1. Next pitch, line in right field. Back on it is L.J. Jones to the track. He will bring it in a couple of steps in front of the wall. A loud out number 1 for the Otters in this inning. Well struck by Boys, but with 1 away, back to the top of the lineup in Jesmiel Valentine. Valentine steps in 0 for 1. He flew up to center field his first time up. It's the first pitch from Shirley. Off speed misses low, and Valentine jumps ahead 1-0. Valentine spent a year with the Phillies back in 2018. Here in the Frontier League for this season. 1-0 pitch, misses high 2-0. He's making his 30th appearance of the season. The 2-0 pitch, fastball, catches the corner for strike 1. hit to a 327 batting average so far this year, a 435 OBP. Here's the 2-1 pitch to the leadoff hitter. Inside, ball 3. Valentina to jump out of the way of that one. First time tonight, a Quebec batter has gotten to 3 balls. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Shirley. Fastball called, ball 4. Just missed above the zone. One out base runner for Quebec in this one. It's up to Ruben Castro. One of the 2 hits in this game so far for Quebec. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside, ball 1. It's the first inning that at least threw a little bit. Last couple of batters that seems like Shirley struggled to find the zone consistently. The 1-0 pitch. That one does catch the top corner, even the count up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, fouled back, now 1-2. That was pitch 45 for Shirley. He's thrown 33 strikes, 12 pitches off the plate. 1-2 pitch, that one's lined back, and we'll do it again. Again, this top of the lineup is just battled in 2 strike counts. The next 1-2 to Castro. Fouls that one off. Shirley's gone fastball the last 3 pitches. See what direction he goes here with the count still at 1-2 to Castro. He's hitting over 400 so far this year. 1-2 pitch, slow chopper towards third. Pierce can't get to it. There was a hole between Pierce and Parks that was really big. The runner, Valentine, will stop at second base, so now there are 2 runners on with still 1 away. As Castro just put it perfectly, only 56 miles per hour off the bat. But just found the hole as Pierce was playing closer to the third baseline and Parks preparing for a potential stolen base, and he just found the hole. So now with 1 away and 2 runners on, it's Anthony Kirion. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. And I believe it's going to be a pitch clock violation, and Shirley will start from behind 1-0. So now starting behind in this at-bat is Shirley. One 0 pitch. That one finds the zone just on the inside part of the plate, even the count up at 1-1. Shirley comes set and delivers the 1-1 pitch to Kirion. Line in the left center field. In on it is Taylor, still coming in, diving for it, making the incredible catch. What a play from Keenan Taylor to steal a base hit. And there's 2 away. Kirion almost found the hole as he was jammed on that one, but Keenan Taylor, what a grab. Now there's 2 away up to Justin Gideon. Shirley trying to strand some runners out there on base. First pitch to Gideon, misses high, ball 1. Gideon struck out with a runner at second base his first time up, stranding that runner there. Shirley trying to get him to strand another runner. One-0 pitch is fouled off, even the count up at 1-1. Still knotted up at 0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Quebec is threatening here with 2 runners on and 2 away. 1-1 pitch. Slow chopper to third. Pierce is going to have to charge it. He'll glove it. No throw to be made, and everybody's safe. Second slow roller off the bat of a Quebec hitter that just finds enough green grass, and now the bases are loaded. That one was 25 miles per hour off the bat of Justin Gideon. That was crazy. Now the bases are loaded for Marc-Antoine Lebreu. Shirley now pitches from the windup. First pitch to him. Beautiful pitch at the knees for strike 1. Lebreu led off the second inning with a strikeout. And, on 1-0 pitch, that's chopped towards second. Cruz takes it in. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So Shirley strands the bases loaded. The runner over at third, Valentin, he's halfway down the third baseline. It looked like he was going to steal home, but then went back. And a ground out, and the Otters get out of the third inning scoreless. We'll head to the fourth, still knotted up at 0 here on the Otters Digital Network, and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the top of the fourth inning. Brody Cooper Vasilakis out there for his fourth inning of work, so it'll be his longest outing of the season. And he will face David Mendham to lead off this fourth inning. First pitch misses high and away, ball 1. Incredible help from the defense as well as the great pitching of Tommy Shirley to strand the bases loaded. That pitch misses outside, ball 2. To keep this game scoreless, knotted up at 0. That one is fouled off to the right. Count at 2-1 now for David Mendham. Again, Vasilakis, his longest outing was 3 innings. That was back early in May. That pitch misses low, ball 3. Now he is here getting the start. It is his second start of the season, but again, a planned bullpen day. He's looked great through 3, though. 3-1 pitch, line towards second, past the glove of Valentine. And a leadoff base hit for David Mindom here in the 4th inning. That now extends his on-base streak to 26. That was 100 off the bat. Well struck. With one on and no one away, it's L.J. Jones. He had a hard fly out in the 1st inning. Went 104 off the bat, but Will Riley, who's out and left, had a great read on it and made the grab. First pitch, off speed, takes it on the outside corner for strike 1. So he's behind 0-1. Third straight inning, Evansville's had a base runner. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jones. Misses low, gets away from the catcher, DeFreitas. Mindom's rounding second. It's going to get out of play, and they're going to keep Mindom at second base. Count evened up at 1-1. And now a runner in scoring position with no one out here in the 3rd. One pitch, fastball misses inside, 2-1. So Cooper Vasilakis' command has started to fail him here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pulled the string, had L.J. Jones out in front of that one, 2-2. Been pretty efficient this game. That was just pitch 48 in the game. Now Jones with a 2-2 count. Runner at second base. Still knotted up at 0 here in Quebec. 2-2 pitch, misses low, 3-2. Good take from LJ there. Count runs full. Couple of walks in last night's game for L.J. Jones. Now he's got a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled it off. We'll do it again. Just out in front of it. He'll step back in. LJ with a .382 batting average with runners in scoring position this year. One of the best on the team. Here's the payoff pitch. Liner up the middle. It's going to get knocked down by Valentine. Only throw to third base, but not nearly in time. And an infield single for LJ Jones, but Valentine able to get a glove on it just to save a run. And now there are runners on the corners with still no one away here in this 4th inning for Pavin Parks. And for LJ, I mean, another hit. He also has had the most at-bats with runners in scoring position, yet has the best average among any Otter. That is very impressive. Next up is Pavin Parks, just behind him. He's at .347. First pitch swinging, gets away. But Mindom, who thought about going, holds up. Didn't get away far enough, and he's behind 0-1. Again, a big spot here, but you don't want to see Parks get out of his approach. He's been a very patient batter, and when he's been that way, he's been a lot better. Been waiting to take his pitch and willing to take walks. Got to be that willing to do that here. Oh, 1 pitch, swung at another off speed. It's behind 0-2, out in front of it. Struck out earlier in the game. Hasn't seen a fastball yet from Cooper Vasilakis, as now he calls time. The Otters need to get at least one run here at this point in this game. 0-2 pitch. Holds up on that pitch in the dirt. Count now 1-2. Got to think about the circumstances of this game and just how good this Quebec squad is. You get a big opportunity here. A chance to put up some runs. You need to be able to get at least one run across, if not more, honestly. And check over at first, nothing doing. LJ Jones, the runner at first, not a big stolen base threat. The 1-2 pitch. Takes that one, low ball 2. Got down to 2 strikes, but a couple of great takes for Pavin Parks. I mentioned that LJ Jones not a big stolen base threat. Does have 4 stolen bases, but again with Evansville, they just don't steal a ton of bases. They did at the beginning of the year. Now he does take off. That pitch is swung on a miss, strike 3. Or he may have fouled it off. He did foul it off, okay. Thought he was walking off. Tough to tell if he made contact. DeFreitas not able to glove it, and so Jones will have to go back again. They started off the year running rampant. They were one of the best, tops in the league. And then they kind of just stopped stealing bases, and I think with a team like this, with how many sluggers they have, kind of makes sense. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses low, counts full. We saw Jones take off in the last pitch. Got a really good jump on it. We'll see now with a 3-2 count if they'll send him again, and if they do, and again, the only case that you have a chance of getting thrown out is a strikeout from Pavin Parks. And another throw over to first, but Jones not leaning, and he's back safely. So that's 2 pickoff attempts now. And with unlikely to throw it back again, LJ maybe gets a big jump here. Payoff pitch, LJ does go. Pitch is another foul tip from Pavin Parks. What an at bat. Went down 0-2, and he has battled it back to full. He's fouled off a couple of tough pitches. He has made Cooper Vasilakis work extremely hard in this inning. Pitch number 8 upcoming in this at-bat. Payoff pitch, fouled off again. LJ didn't take off that time. Last 2 pitches have been off-speed pitches. Thrown a couple of fastballs to him to try to get him, but Haven's done a good job at taking and been fouling him off. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Here it goes. LJ takes off. Pitch is a called ball 4, and the bases are loaded with no one away. Great take from Pavin Parks. Tried to go another off-speed pitch. He takes it on a pitch that was too low. And now the bases are loaded for Keenan Taylor. And slow walk out there from the Capitals coach. And it looks like it's going to be all that she wrote for Cooper Vasilakis. Pitched 3 scoreless innings. Mentioned it was going to be his longest outing. Went 3+, but didn't record an out in the 4th. There'll be a new pitcher for Quebec when we come back after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCasa.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Quebec called the bullpen is Rio Kawagashi. Kawagashi on the mound. Behind the plate is Arturo De Freitas. That pitcher catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. This is the fifth appearance for Kawagashi on the season. The 27-year-old out of Japan, so far in his 4 appearances, has pitched to a 1.93 ERA, and he has got a lot of work to do. He enters with the bases loaded, no one away, and against Keenan Taylor. This is the 5th time this year Keenan Taylor's batted with the bases loaded. Hasn't recorded a hit, but does have 4 RBIs with the bases loaded. First pitch, he takes outside ball 1, and he jumps ahead 1-0. The Otters a huge opportunity here, but a big pitcher out of the bullpen for Quebec. 1-0 pitch, off speed, misses low, 2-0. Last year with Quebec, made 35 appearances, made 4 starts, pitched 61 innings, and pitched to a 2.66 ERA. Now he's behind Keenan Taylor, 2-0. 2-0 pitch, line deep into center field. Back on it is LeBrew. He's going to be able to get under it and bring it in for out number 1. Mendham will go. Throw is going to come into third base, keep L.J. Jones at second. The Otters will take the lead on the Keenan Taylor sac fly. And there's one away with runners at first and second base. Made good contact on it. Maybe a little bit off the end of the bat for Keenan Taylor. The Otters do jump out in front, and with one away and runners at first and second, it's up to Logan Brown. No better person at the plate with how he's been hitting the ball. Lefty v. lefty here. First pitch to Brown. Takes outside ball 1. So the first 4 pitches, 3 of them have missed the plate. The other one was hitting the center field pretty hard. One-0 pitch, fastball up and in. Brown almost got hit, but got out of the way. It's 2-0. Kawagashi made his first appearance on July 10th against Three Rivers. He's recorded at least 1 strikeout in each of his 4 appearances. Count 2-0 to the Otters' first baseman. Beautiful front door breaker finds the zone. 2-1 now. Last year with 87 strikeouts, pitched to a 12.8 K per 9 rate to Kawagashi. 2-1 pitch, another off-speed fouled off. Now Logan Brown in a 2-strike count at 2-2. Again, the Otters do have a run. They lead 1-0, but man, you really want to be able to get more out of the bases loaded and no one away. 2-2 pitch from Kawagashi. Fouled off, will do it again. Seen Logan Brown plenty of times this year battle in these spots. Always has been a tough out. He's also done a good job at just planting some balls out in left field when needed. Another big spot to potentially do that here. 2-2. Pops it up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. Count still 2-2 to the Otters' first baseman. He grounded out his first time up. It was a slow ground out. Next 2-2 to Logan Brown. Lined into right field, in on it is Gideon. He will get under it for out number 2. Neither runner will advance. Great contact from Logan Brown on that one, but right to the right fielder Gideon. And there's 2 away. 96 off the bat. Bad luck out. Next up's Graham Brown. Entering this game with a .320 batting average with runners in scoring position and 2 away. First pitch to him, misses outside, ball 1. Went down looking his first time up. Well, LJ Jones at second. Paven Parks at first. 1-0 pitch off speed. Called strike 1. Counts at 1-1. Look like there was some chirping from the Otters bullpen or Otters dugout in that one, and I can see why. 1-1 pitch, another off speed, another one called at the letters. Maybe just above the letters, counts 1-2. He's gone to that pitch a couple of times, different pitches, but same spot. He's been given the call. Now he's got Graham Brown at 1-2. High fly ball into right field. In on his Gideon, still coming in. Able to get under it and bring it in for out number 3. The Otters get 1, but had the bases loaded with no one out and only scored 1. They do have a lead, though. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters call to the bullpen. It's going to be Garrett Simpson. Simpson on the mound. Justin Felix behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. He'll deliver his first pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. Tommy Shirley ends his day with 3 innings pitched. 1-0 pitch, high fly ball into deep left field. Taylor going back on it, to the track, to the wall, and we are tied just like that. Christian Anoa goes deep. And we're knotted up at 1. Both teams scoring their first run in the fourth. Turned on a fastball, middle. Simpson is making his first appearance out of the bullpen. Not the way you wanted to start. Now he's got to face Will Riley as the first pitch he pitches to him. Finds his own. He's ahead 0-1. Shirley opened this game, went 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 3, but pitched scoreless through those first 3 innings. That pitch misses out and away. 1-1 now. One backdoor breaker, perfectly placed. Now he's at Riley 1-2. And what you want to see from Simpson there is just get back into the groove and don't let that affect you too much. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopper, slow roller to second. Cruz will take it in. Simpson over to first base. Brings it in for out number 1. Simpson had made 5 starts coming into this. Had an 8.72 ERA. As I mentioned, making his first appearance out of the bullpen. His last outing against Gateway went 2 2/3, allowing 5 earned runs on 6 hits. That was 1 away. First pitch to Arturo de Freitas, misses outside, ball 1. So I was talking about trying to get more than just 1 run out of the bases loaded and no one away. 1-0 pitch, off speed, fouled off, count 1-1. One swing of the bat, tied it up. Now you gotta keep going out there and keep working. Still a 1-1 game. That pitch misses outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Misses low, 3-1. That was Christian Anoa's 5th home run of the season. 3-1 pitch, misses outside, ball 4. So now a 1-out walk for De Freitas. Go to the 9-hole hitter, Emil Boys. He had a hard line out to right field his first time up. Now hits with a runner at first and 1 away. Simpson will work from the stretch. First pitch. Called ball 1. Just missed below the knees. One-zero pitch, called ball 2. Couple of edge pitches, both called balls for Simpson in this at-bat. Boys in his 3rd season with Quebec. Two-zero pitch, hard liner into right center field, over towards his Graham Brown, still going. He will get under it and bring it in for out number 2. With 2 away, back to the top of the lineup in Jesmiel Valentin. He walked in the 3rd inning, made it all the way to third base before being stranded. He'll switch and hit from the left side in this at-bat. It's the first pitch to the leadoff hitter. Perfectly placed in there for strike 1. Shirley opened the game, went 3 really good innings, and Simpson following him here. 0-1 pitch, lined into center field, in on his Brown, still coming in. He's going to let it drop in front of him, bringing it on a hop. Good read from Brown to make sure he can get by him. 2-out base hit to extend the inning. on this bouncy turf. Could easily bounce behind him, but Brown, who was charging fast, able to stop on a dime and keep it from going over his head. And next up's Ruben Castro, who's 2 for 2. His last time up with a infield single, or slow roller single to the left side, I should say. The infield single was hit by Justin Gideon. First pitch to him, misses low, ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch to Castro. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Knotted up at 1. Called strike 1 at the letters. Castro's having a career year here with Quebec. Played with them over the last 5 seasons. Also split time in some other foreign leagues as well. 1-1 pitch. Chopper towards short. Parks takes it in a hop. Throw to first. Going to be in time for out number 3. So Quebec gets 1 on the solo shot, but Simpson bounces back and gets out of the inning unharmed otherwise. And we are all knotted up at 1 as we head to the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network, Ender 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, as bottomless apps are now here, visit either Evansville locations at 5405 Pro Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Ryo Kawagashi out there for another inning of work. He came in with the bases loaded and no one away. Did give up a run off the Keenan Taylor sac fly, but other than that, worked through really well. Got a couple of flyouts to right field, including a really well-struck one by Logan Brown. And he will face J.J. Cruz to lead off this inning. Not averse to going a couple of innings is Kawagashi. It's the first pitch to J.J. Cruz. He delivers at the knees for strike 1. So far this year, though, in his 4 appearances, has only gone as much as an inning and a third. Short windup, the 0-1 pitch. Tried to go front door breaker, but left it too low. Evens count up a 1-1. Cruz is 0 for 1 with a pop out. One lined foul, and now he's behind 1-2. Cruz last night didn't get a hit, but did work some really good counts, especially in his last couple of at-bats. Just couldn't find any green grass. Now I got a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Soft looper to the left side, but it's going to go foul, and he'll stay alive. We're in a fastball up and in. Cruz able to battle it off. Cruz still looking for his first hit of the series, but he's worked some, like I mentioned, worked some really good counts. He's hit the ball hard. Just hasn't found open grass yet. Just the 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike three, gets away. He's going to get to first base on a drop third strike. The second time Cruz has done that on the road trip. And the Otters have their leadoff runner on. So no one away for Justin Felix. He walked his first time up, a spot where could potentially see a sac bunt. They've asked him to drop down these bunts in these kind of situations before. It would put a runner in scoring position for the top of the lineup. Here's the first pitch. Takes it on the outside corner for strike one. Didn't square around. Another one on the edge. Called a strike for Kawagashi. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Does square around this time. Tries to put it down, but fouls it off. Now he's behind 0-2. And doubt we see him try to put down one here. Top of the lineup is looming. You hope you can try to get some damage here. Knotted up at 1 in the 5th. 0-2 pitch, misses low. Good take from Felix. Try to get him on the off-speed pitch, but didn't bite, did Felix. Obviously, the batting average, not where you want to see it for Justin Felix, but his OBP up at almost around 300, so does draw plenty of walks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing, misses high, didn't go. Count at 2-2. Good check swing on the fastball there. A couple of home runs on the season for Justin Felix as well. One of them coming at home. One of them did come on the road against Schaumburg. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed fouled off by Felix. Good battle. Seen the Otters have some really good battles in this game, especially the last couple of innings. Obviously, saw it with Paven Parks on his 9-pitch at-bat where he drew a walk. Felix went down 0-2. He's battled back to 2-2. Good foul tip there, and Kawagashi trying to find a way past him. Next 2-2 to the Otters catcher. Lined in right field. That one's hooking. It looks like it's going to get out of play, and it will, and we'll do it again. These are the at-bats you really want to see from Evansville and a tough opponent like Quebec. Make them work in these at-bats. Make them throw you pitches, and hopefully you take advantage of the mistakes when they happen. Here's the next 2-2 to the Otters catcher. JJ takes off, pitches inside, called ball 3, and cruises in without a throw. Count runs full. And now a runner in scoring position, still no one away. Counts full to the Otters catcher. He has one walk in this game. Payoff pitch, misses high, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Justin Felix. And there are runners at first and second with no one away for the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. You could argue he's been the best hitter of the season for the Otters as Dennis Pierce. Leads the team in batting average. Has 7 home runs. A .586 slugging entering this ball game. Now leads the team in slugging percentage to Dennis Pierce as well. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, and he's behind 0-1. Good hack. Was looking fastball and got it, but well-placed pitch by Kawagashi. In the fifth inning here, runners at first and second, no one away. J.J. Cruz reached on a drop third strike. Felix worked a walk. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Dennis Pierce. Pulled the string out in front of it. Now he's behind 0-2. Third straight batter. Kawagashi's gotten to 0-2. Felix, though, worked it into a walk. See what Pierce does here. Oh, 2 checked his swing in the dirt, but he went. Goes down swinging for out number 1. With 1 away, up to David Amendum, who singled his last time up. Go-ahead run at second base for Evansville, now 1 away. Again, it's you get a break, you want to take advantage. Need to do something here. They play him to push in the outfield. The center fielder offset to the left. Big gap in right center for. First pitch, front door breaker. He takes on just on the edge. He's behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. The Otters leader in OBP. Soft looper into left field. Out on it is Riley. He's able to get under it for out number 2. Just held up in the air just long enough. And now they're quickly 2 away here in the 5th inning. And L.J. Jones up with a couple of runners on. Singled his last time up as well. That thing was outfield bound as well, but second baseman Valentine made a great play on it. If you can find some green grass, Evansville will more than likely take the lead as well. First pitch swinging high, pop up into foul territory. Over on it is Noah, but he'll watch it leave the ballpark and just be a strike number 1. J.J. Cruz representing the go-ahead run at second base. Justin Felix at first. L.J. Jones, rather, with a chance to give Evansville the lead back. Both teams scored a run in the 4th. Here in the 5th, knotted up at 1. 0-1, swinging miss. The off speed. Now he's behind 0-2. Steps out of the batter's circle, calls time, and resets himself. Does L.J. Jones. Big at bat here. You've had some opportunities early. You need to get some of these runs in. It's the 0-2 pitch to the Otters right fielder tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kawagashi works around some runners and works a scoreless 5th. Way to the bottom half here on the Otters Digital Network in 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the bottom of the Buffalo Wild Wings fifth inning. Remember that bottomless apps are now here. Dine and only. Visit either Evans locations, 505 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Garrett Simpson out there for a second inning of work. Worked through some traffic as well as a leadoff home run to begin the fourth, but evaded a big inning. He'll come in the fifth, working in a tied ball game. And he will face the 3-hole hitter Anthony Kirion to begin this inning. Kirion is 0 for 2 with when he reached via the fielder's choice the first time, then a fly out to left field his second time up. First pitch taken for strike one, and Simpson starts ahead of him 0-1. Obviously with Simpson, a former starter, you'll see him give some length here. The 0-1, fastball misses high, even the count up at 1-1. One pulled the string. Out in front of it was Kirion, and now Simpson ahead 1-2. That first inning gave up that solo shot, a couple of hits, did walk one as well. But again, with how last night's game came out, he evaded the big inning. You hope that the Otters can manage to do that here. 1-2 pitch taken by Kirion, 2-2. Tried to get him to go on that off-speed pitch, but he held up. Simpson works from the windup, the 2-2. Fastball, soft looper into right field, in on his LJ, still coming in, and he's going to slide for it. Can't get to it, and it gets by him to the corner. Rounding second is Kirion heading to third base. They're going to hold him at third as the throw comes in, but not in time. And a leadoff triple for Quebec, and they're threatening to take the lead here in the fifth. Simpson did a good job jamming him, but just found the open grass out in right field with LJ Jones. Usually you have JT Benson out there, and his speed and ability to read the ball, you think maybe he can get to it, but without JT Benson. Now Quebec with the chance to take the lead here in the fifth. Infield comes in. Next up is Marc-Antoine Lebreu. First pitch, slow over to Pavin. He will glove it. No run coming in from home, and he'll make the throw to first in time for out number one. Big out. Read that wrong. That was Justin Gideon. With one away, now it's Marc-Antoine Lebreu. And it'll be his job to try to get that run in from third after a ground out from Gideon. And for Simpson, mentioned that wasn't well struck by all. He got the jam shot, but he's got to try to work around that bad luck. Here's the first pitch to Lebreu. Called strike one at the knees on the inside corner. He's ahead 0-1. Infield still in. It's the 0-1 pitch to the left-handed hitting Lebreu. Swings that one, soft looper into left. In on it is Taylor. He's not going to bring it in. Run will score, not going to be any throw. Second soft hit for Quebec in this inning, and they take a 2-1 lead. Next up's Christian Nanoa, who led off the fourth inning with his home run. First pitch misses outside, ball one. Again, this inning's been a couple of soft hits for Quebec. Jam shot that ended up being a triple. LJ Jones couldn't get to it. He slid for it and couldn't bring it in as it got to the corner. And that one's 62 off the bat. That one's a soft looper into right. That's going to send LJ Jones back, and he'll bring it in for out number 2. Wasn't really a soft looper. I should say he was off stride more than anything. And 2 away. It's up to Will Riley. Again, for Evansville, just got to avoid the big inning. Don't let some of these early at-bats turn into big innings, and out away from avoiding that as well. First pitch for Riley, chopper towards short. Parks takes it in. Throw to first in the dirt. Brown snags it in time for out number 3 to get the speedy Riley at first. So Quebec does get one off a couple of soft hits, but Evansville avoids the big inning. They now trail 2-1 as we head to the 6th inning here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Through 5 here in Quebec. The Capitals now lead 2-1. Scored 1 in the 4th off a solo shot. Scored 1 in the 5th after a jam shot to right field. Got past LJ Jones for a triple. And then a soft looper into left field. Got down for a base hit that scored him. But Evansville still very much alive in this game. It'll be Pavin Parks, Keenan Taylor, and Logan Brown to face the pitcher still on the mound, Ryo Kawagashi. Pitched through 2 innings, worked through some trouble in that 6th inning. A couple of runners reached to start the inning. One of those was via the drop third strike. But got the last 3 outs of the inning to avoid giving up any runs. But again, he'll face part of the lineup that's looked probably the best, especially with Logan Brown, the way he worked his at-bat against Ryo Kawagashi. Again, his longest outing so far this year was only an inning and a third, but has given length to the squad before. Now Pavin Parks will get us started after working a great walk his last time up. The first pitch to the Otters shortstop. Pulled the string on him. He's out in front of it and behind 0-1. Kogashi set. Dan delivers the 0-1 pitch. Another off speed. That one, Pavin's able to hold up on. Count evened up at 1-1. No one warming up in the Otters bullpen. You would expect Garrett Simpson to go out there for another inning of work. Didn't look bad at all in the last inning. A couple of jam shots that found open grass against him in the last inning. 1-1 pitch. Fouled up and overhead. No red foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. Counts at 1-2 now for the Otters shortstop. Entering this game Fort Paven with a 371 batting average. 371 OBP and 8 home runs. The 1-2 pitch goes down swinging for the second time today. Couldn't hold up on the off speed. There's one away. Next up is going to be Keenan Taylor. Hit the ball well his last time up against Kawagashi. He flew it up to center field. The lone RBI for the Otters tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. Off speed backdoor finds its mark, and he's behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Taylor. He takes that one below the zone. Even the count up at 1-1. Taylor's had a good couple of at-bats in this one. He's reached once and had a sac fly his other time up. 1-1 pitch swung through that one. Couldn't catch up to it, and he's behind 1-2. If there were Player of the Month awards, he would have been in consideration for the month of June with his June. That one's lifted into right field. Gideon's not going to move all that much, though, as it's right at him and brought in for out number 2. And now with 2 away, it's up to Logan Brown. Brown, his last time against Kawagashi, hit the ball hard, but right to the right fielder, Gideon. He waits the first pitch. Takes it inside for ball 1. That 1-0 pitch does find the zone. Just catching the inside part of the plate. Count now 1-1. One pitch. That one is fouled off. And now he's to work from behind 1-2. Brown is 0 for 2. Ground out and a well-hit fly out his last time up. 1-2 pitch, misses high, 2-2. Another grab back from Logan Brown. Just been a consistent bat in this lineup during this road trip. There's the 2-2. Lines that one to the left side, but foul. We'll do it again. Another good battle against Kawagashi for him. Here's the next 2-2 to the Otters' first baseman. Called strike 3, couldn't pull the trigger. Kawagashi gets the Otters down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We head to the bottom half. Otters trailing 2-1 here on the Otters Digital Network, Enter 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the sixth inning here in Quebec. Garrett Simpson in for another inning of work. He's looked good so far. Really just one mistake pitch for him that was taken deep. And in the fifth inning, he gave up a soft looper into right field that LJ Jones just couldn't get to and ended up getting by him and all the way to the corner for a triple. Got the first out and then another soft hit. This one even softer off the bat, around 62 miles per hour, just finding open grass. Allowed that run to score. Those are the two runs that Quebec has scored. Otters do trail 2-1. They've looked a lot better pitching-wise in this game. And again, it's the real big thing that happened last night were the big innings. 13 runs scored in 2 innings. They've avoided that tonight. There have been some opportunities for Quebec, especially the last couple of innings, to break these into big innings, but Evansville's done a good job at avoiding them. First one to face Simpson this inning is Arturo De Freitas. First pitch taken outside corner for strike one. Beautifully placed pitch from Simpson there. De Freitas 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes that pitch just below the zone, even the count up at 1-1. Second time he's faced Simpson in this game. He drew the walk against Simpson. 1-1 pitch, chopper towards third to be Parks, who takes it. Long throw to first. It's going to be in time for out number 1. Made Parks work over at shortstop there, and he's answered the call. Some great plays from Paven out at short. One away, back to the bottom of the lineup in Emil Boys. It's one away, the lefty shortstop steps into the plate. A couple of flyouts for him. He's hit the ball well so far. First pitch, backdoor breaker, finds its mark, and Simpson out in front, 0-1. Boys making his 37th appearance for Quebec this season. 0-1 just misses below the zone. Well-placed pitch, count 1-1. His third season with Quebec last year, just played in 8 games for him. Had 17 at-bats. Another pitch that just misses below the zone, 2-1. Not giving any leeway below the zone there. Both those pitches just fell out of the zone. Good takes from Boys, though. 2-1, grounded towards second. Cruz dives, but can't get to it. One out single for the shortstop. The second time this game, Cruz has almost been able to get a glove on it, but just couldn't. One away, back to the top of the lineup. Jasmiel Valentin. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Singles last time up against Simpson. First pitch, fastball misses low, high and away for ball 1. Otters bullpen's going to get up, start getting someone loose out there. Here's the 1-0 from Simpson, who's working from the stretch now. Fastball catches the corner, 1-1. Well-placed pitch on that one. Valentin is always an extremely tough out. Next two batters always extremely tough outs. 1-1, line towards short, or second. Cruz slides, throws to second for one. Throw to first is in time for a Hoosier Lottery double play. What a play from the Otters defense. The sliding grab from J.J. Cruz The strong throw from Pavin Parks, and they're out of the 6th inning scoreless. We head to the 7th. Otters trailing 2-1 here on the Otters Digital Network.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the 7th inning. Final 3 frames here in Quebec. New pitcher on the mound is Kevin Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the mound. Arturo De Freitas behind the plate. That pitcher catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenville Road, or call 812-475-9000. Rodriguez, first pitch to Brown, finds the zone. Graham Brown, that is, for strike 1. Saw Rodriguez last night. Enters with a 1-run lead. That pitch by Brown fouled off, and now he's behind 0-2. Good contact on that one, but just behind it. Rodriguez making his 18th appearance this year. Worked a clean inning last night. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball chopped up the middle. Over towards it is Boyes. He gloves it. Long throw to first is not in time. Graham Brown beats it for an infield single. Great play by Boyes to just make the play close, but Graham Brown's speed beats it out. And leadoff base runner for Evansville with J.J. Cruz next up. Crowd didn't like that call, but that bang bang play the call looked to be made right. Next up is J.J. Cruz. He led off the 9th inning against Rodriguez with a long at-bat that went the way of the strikeout. First pitch squares on a bunt, puts it down, beauty. For the catcher, De Freitas, who brings it in. Throw to first, strong throw in time for out number 1, with Graham Brown advancing to second base. Very strong arm from De Freitas. I'd like to see how hard that throw was, because it was a bullet and it was on point. But now 1 away. 9-hole hitter due up is Justin Felix. He's walked twice, and he will hit here with the Otters needing a run here in the top of the 7th inning. Trail 2-1. Great defensive play that was started by J.J. Cruz in the last inning. But again, Felix has worked a couple of really good at-bats. Both of them have ended up in walks. Still hasn't recorded an official at-bat, I should say, but a couple of walks for him. First pitch off speed, misses high, ball 1. Evansville's avoided the big inning. They trail 2-1, but they've had opportunities, just haven't been able to cash them in. Another opportunity here. 1-0, swinging high, fly ball into deep left. Back on his Riley, still going back. It's over his head into the wall. They're going to send Graham Brown home. He's going to get in with no throw. Justin Felix is into second, and a Deerhead double-decker double, and Evansville has tied it here in the 7th inning. Have a day, Justin Felix. 2 walks, now a double, and we're tied. And now we're back to the top of the lineup. Edward Jones, leadoff batter of the game. Dennis Pierce, chance to give Evansville the lead now. Great battle from the Otters in this game. Rodriguez works, first pitch, off speed, gets the call at the top of the zone, and he's ahead 0-1. Pierce 3 hits last night, still looking for his first hit in this game. A couple of strikeouts for him. Here's the 0-1. Takes it inside 1-1. Good take. Next pitch inside, ball 2. Good work here from Dennis Pierce. Again, go-ahead run at second base after the Justin Felix double. That one, chopper towards third. Be brought in by Anoa. Long throw to first, going to be in time. Felix is going to take third base. He will advance 90 feet, but now there's 2 away, and he'll still probably need a base hit or an error from Quebec to score. But it's up to David Mendham, who's been big in these spots with 2 away. And now manager Patrick Scalabrini is going to go out there. See if they get their guy and go to the bullpen again. Or if they're going to leave him out there, they are going to go get their guy. So we're going to have a new pitcher in to face David Mendham when we come back after a short break here in the Otters Digital Network after the Otters have tied it here in the 7th, trying to get the lead on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Quebec caught of the bullpen is going to be Gilberto Chu. Chu on the mound. Behind the plate is Arturo De Freitas. That pincher catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenwood Road, or called 812-475-9000. Chu enters with a 2.57 ERA and 15 appearances. He's pitched 21 innings, and now he is tasked with stranding that runner at third base with 2 away and getting David Mendham out. Mendham does have a single. He's also flown out and grounded out. He's got some big hits in these spots. Not afraid to attack the first pitch if he's given it. First pitch to Mendham. Takes it low, ball one. A couple of bases open to work with for Chu. We'll see how he wants to attack him, but LJ Jones on deck, not any easier. Mendham's had 7 at-bats with runners in scoring position and 2 away, and he's gotten hits in 4 of them. Chance to do that here. 1-0 pitch. Takes that one to the outside corner for strike one. Evens up the count. Chu works from the stretch. Delivers the 1-1 pitch to Mendham. Fastball low and away, 2-1. Chu, the 27-year-old out of Panama, in his second year with Quebec, last year made 18 appearances, pitched 34 innings, pitched to a 1.85 ERA. Doesn't strike out a ton of batters, only 10 strikeouts, but doesn't walk anybody, only 5 walks. Next pitch misses low, 3-1. That being said, he's in a spot against one of the best players at drawing walks in the Frontier League. Remember, Mendham was in the lead of the Frontier League in walks before he got hurt. And also in a spot where you can allow a walk here. You do not want to just leave a pitch over the heart of the plate. Mendham's looking for that pitch, though. Here's a 3-1. Fastball does catch the outside corner. Count runs full. Beautifully placed pitch for Chu. Not much Mendham could really do with that one. Now the count's full. We'll see which direction he goes with him against him here. Mendham calls time. Big at bat here. Go ahead runs it 90 feet away. Counts full. 2 away. Tied 2-2. You're in the top of the 7th inning. Payoff pitch. Fastball misses low. Ball 4. Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar. And now it's LJ Jones with a big opportunity. Trying to come through in a big spot. Single back in the 4th inning with a runner in scoring position, but it was kept in the infield by Valentine, so no one scored. And then with runners at first and second and 2 away back in the 5th inning, he struck out swinging. First pitch. Misses low, ball 1. On the day, 1 for 3. Really had a hit taken away from him back in the 1st inning. Great read by Will Riley out and left. It was 104 off the bat, just didn't find the open grass. The 1-0 pitch to Jones. Inside, ball 2 gets away. Fuchs is going to try to take home, throw the plate, not in time, and Evansville takes the lead. They take the lead on a wild pitch. Justin Felix works aggressive on the bases. His double ties it. He scores on the wild pitch that got away from the catcher. And the Otters lead 3-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. And LJ Jones with a 2-0 count, a chance to extend that lead with Mendham at second base. Time called by the catcher, DeFreitas. Trying to get back on the same page. First pitch went off speed, second pitch went fastball. Both of them missed. Here's the 2-2 with Mendham at second base. Swing at that one, line to right center field. That's going to get down. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Mendham's going to round third. He's going to head and score easily. Jones is heading for second. And a Deerhead double-decker double, and the Otters double their lead. It's 4-2. LJ Jones stays hot, his second hit of the game. That one was 105 off the bat. Evansville coming up big here in the 7th inning. trying to take a game against the best team in the Frontier League, and they're coming up big here in the 7th. Next up's Pavin Park. Still a chance to extend the lead. Chu comes set, delivers the first pitch. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike one. That was LJ's 9th double on the year. His 34th RBI. The 0-1 pitch to Parks. Fastball misses outside, 2-0. Scratch out 1-1. First pitch called ball. Jones is one of 5 Otters with at least 30 RBIs. This team has been very spread out. They have 7 batters with at least 6 home runs, 5 with at least 30 RBIs. 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards second. Valentin takes it in, throw to first in time for out number 3, but not before the Otters score 3 and take the lead here in the 7th inning. We head to the bottom. Now Otters leading 4-2 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Jackson Maloof enters the ball game behind the plate. Justin Felix, that pitcher catcher battery, is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Maloof enters here in the 7th inning. He will face Ruben Castro as his first one out of the bullpen. And Jackson Maloof has been great in his first few appearances as an Otters, the first one in there for strike one. Done a lot of his work with the off-speed pitch, so hopefully he can try to find his fastball and mix in, again, a tough lineup to go against, but again, he's been so good this year. Castro tries to bunt on that one, comes up empty, and he's behind 0-2 now. Maloof making his 4th appearance, made a couple of appearances in Lake Erie, including a 2/3 of an outing in the win. That one is lifted into left field. Taylor's going to camp under and bring it in for out number 1. That 2/3 outing, he struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced en route to Evansville's 1-0 win. Also pitched an inning and 2/3 against them on the Sunday finale. Scoreless ball, struck out 1, didn't walk anybody. With 1 away, it's up to Anthony Kirion. 1 for 3 with his triple that eventually allowed Quebec to take their lead in the 5th. First pitch from Maloof is a fastball that misses high, 1-0. A team that you do not want to be predictable on. Maloof delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses high, 2-0. Again, no Alex Valdez in the bullpen. Not traveling with the team during the Canada trip. No John Beamer as well. A couple of guys who've been in late arms, especially after Nate Wogelmuth and Griff Hughes both got signed. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses low, 3-0. Kieran's coming and taking the first 3 pitches. None of them have been that close. All 3 of them have been fastballs. (3-0). Fastball inside, ball 4. The first walk for Jackson Maloof in his career. And that's going to allow the tying runner to come to the plate in the form of Justin Gideon. Gideon making his 60th appearance of the season. One of the many All-Stars for Quebec this season. He has 11 home runs and 17 doubles. Has a .413 OBP, a .541 slugging. First is a throw over to first base, just not in time. Tried to get Kirion sleeping, but just couldn't get it there in time, and that's one throw over for Maloof. Seen Maloof have a pretty good throw over to first base. Done a good job holding runners on. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1. 5 straight balls for Jackson Maloof now. Evansville trying to get a big bounce-back win here in Quebec. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, called ball 2. And now Felix going to walk out there and talk with his pitcher. That pitch just missed a bit high. Maloof has been so good since being signed by Evansville. He's made 3 appearances, pitched to a 1.68 ERA in 5 1/3 innings. Had 7 strikeouts to no walks entering this game. That was his first walk of the season. The crowd here in Quebec still as strong as it started. They're still loud, trying to root their team on. Evansville trying to silence them here in the 7th. There's one away, runner on first, tying run at the plate. Just a 2-0 pitch. Fastball, taking all the way was Gideon, strike 1. Maloof back in the zone. Had missed 6 straight. That one was called at the knees. Counting at 2-1. Maloof sets, delivers. Off speed, misses outside, 3-1. Haven't seen him miss like that with his off-speed stuff really all year. It's 3-1 from Maloof. High fly ball into left field. It's going to get out of play. Count runs full. So now he's got Gideon at a full count. Maloof comes set. Delivers the payoff pitch. Off speed. High pop up into left field. That one's going to get out of play again. We'll do it again. Maloof trying to find his way to a second out in this inning. Gideon represents a tying run. Off-speed pitch, high fly ball into center, but he got jammed on it. Graham Brown's going to get it for out number 2. Gideon was upset at himself. Moved through the front door breaker. Gideon just couldn't get all of it. And with 2 away, it's up to Marc-Antoine Lebreu. He's 1 for 3 with a single back in the 6th inning, or in the 5th inning, sorry. That single scored Anthony Kirion after his triple. Works quickly. First pitch. Misses just inside, ball 1. Maloof, who was a career starter in college, probably hoping he can give you multiple innings. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, perfectly placed. Evens it up at 1-1. Lebreu awaits the 1-1 pitch. Another off speed. That one doesn't get enough. 2-1. Lebreu entering with a .311 batting average. Awaits the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses up, 3-1 now. The 26-year-old out of Montreal, Canada. Played 2 seasons for Virginia before joining Quebec back in 22. Has been here with the Capitales since. 3-1 pitch, perfect front door breaker to get back in the count at full. Runner at first will get a head start. And again, it's been his off-speed stuff that he's been able to control in this at-bat. The fastball has not been there for him. The payoff pitch from Maloof. Another off-speed. That's fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. We'll do it again. Maloof does have a couple different off-speed pitches. He's got the slider. He's got a curveball. Next payoff, runner takes off. Off-speed held up by LeBrew. His second walk of the game for Maloof. And now there are 2 on with 2 away for Christian Anoa. Max Peterson going to make the walk out there. No one warm in the Otters bullpen, so they're not going to take him out. But again, the first 2 walks for Maloof in his Otters career. And part of that's just this Quebec team. Again, they aren't fooled that often. You're more likely to just get them off stride than you are to get them to chase on an off-speed or chase on a pitch that misses out of the zone. Saw it right there. That was a great pitch from Maloof. Almost got LeBrew to go, but he held up. Next up, Christian Anoa, 1 for 3. Had a home run that tied it back in the 4th inning. He represents the go-ahead run with 2 runners on and 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Otters leading 4-2. First pitch off speed. Just catches the inside corner for strike 1. Maloof looks into Felix, now comes set. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. Another off speed, another strike. That one's swinging on Anoa. He fouls it off. Count 0-2. Back-to-back off speed for Maloof in this at-bat. There is an Otter warming up in the bullpen right now. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Another off speed. Off stride. He popped it up into foul territory. Over towards it is Pierce. He will camp under it. He's going to bring it in for out number 3. So Maloof gives up a couple of walks, but strands 2 runners. And the Otters hold on to their 2-run lead as we head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the 8th inning. Here in Quebec, Otters lead 4-2. Gilberto Chu out there for another inning of work. He got the last out of the 7th inning, not before he gave up a walk and a double to L.J. Jones. And he will face Keenan Taylor to start off this inning. Evansville looked good against him in the first couple of at-bats against him. Came in to face Mendham. He walked him, gave up a double to L.J. Jones. That allowed Mendham to score. So that's his one earned run. Did get Paving Parks to ground out. Now you face Keenan Taylor to start this inning. First pitch to him. Misses low, ball 1. Taylor still looking for his first hit in this game. Does have a sac fly and an RBI. Reached via an error back in the 2nd inning, and then a fly out his last at-bat. That's launched into left field, but right at the left fielder Riley for out number 1. Well struck off the bat of Keenan Taylor. 96, but as I mentioned, right at the left fielder Riley, and there's one away. With one away, it's up to Logan Brown. He singled to lead off the 7th inning, eventually came around to score on the Justin Felix double. Scratch that, he was the last out in the 6th inning. First pitch misses for ball 1. Mixed up Logan Brown and Graham Brown. They're batting right next to each other in the batting order. The 1-0 pitch, grounder towards short. Boys takes it in, throw to first. In time, there's quickly 2 away here in this 8th inning. Again, Chu, not a guy who strikes out or walks a ton of batters. So he's going after them early, and they're swinging. The 2 away, it is up to Graham Brown. He singled to lead off the 7th inning. It was an infield single that the shortstop boys got all the way over to, but just couldn't make the play in time. Scored her on the Justin Felix double. First pitch, takes on the outside corner for strike 1. One for 3 overall in the day. Oh, 1 pitch from Chu. Fastball couldn't catch up to it, and he's behind 0-2. The Otters had some opportunities throughout the game. They left some runners on, but in the 7th inning, they finally came through with some big hits. Justin Felix double. Scored on a wild pitch, taking advantage of an error from Quebec, and then a double from L.J. Jones, and they lead 4-2. 0-2 pitch. Fastball stays high, and Brown holds up on it. Count 1-2 now. One-two pitch, hard on the ground towards short, but right to Boys, and it's in time for out number 3. So Chu works a 1-2-3-8. We head to the bottom half. Otters lead 4-2 here on the Otters Digital Network, N96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you can be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com.
We're into the bottom of the 8th inning here in Quebec. Otters lead 4-2, and Jax Maloof out there for a 2nd inning of work. Nick McAuliffe is out there warming up in the Otters bullpen. But they're going to let Maloof go out there for another inning of work, and why not? He's pitched so well this year. And he will face the left-handed hitting Will Riley to start off this inning. First pitch from Maloof. That fastball just misses inside 1-0. Not a bad pitch there, just a better take. 1-0 pitch, lined in right field just over the glove of Cruz. And a leadoff single for Will Riley. And the tying run's going to come to the plate once again. McAuliffe's last outing was on July 13th. Didn't make a single appearance in Lake Erie. But again, no Alex Valdez, so looks like they'll go to him in a closing situation. Potentially a situation if Maloof gets into a jam here as well. Next up is Arturo De Freitas. First pitch, off-speed backdoor, perfectly placed. And Maloof's ahead 0-1. And throw over to first. Not able to get back in time, or get him in time. It's Will Riley over at first base. Big stolen base threat over there. 14 for 14 this season. Next pitch, backdoor breaker again. He's ahead of De Freitas 0-2. And again, in this spot, we'll see how aggressive he is, especially with the ability of Maloof on holding those runners at first base. Tying runs at the plate. 0-2 pitch, backdoor breaker, lifted into right field, and a looper is going to get down. It's going to get all the way to the wall. It's going to get off the wall. Riley's going to round third. He's going to head home. De Freitas heading for third. Throw's going to come into the plate. Not going to be in time. And a triple has pulled Quebec within one. And the tying run at third base with only one away. Went off speed 3 straight pitches. It was well placed, but again, De Freitas, who had seen it 2 straight times, is ready for it. And now infield in, as Quebec now trails by 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to the 9-0 hitter, Emil Boys. Takes first pitch high for ball 1. High fly ball into center. It's going to send Brown back to the track, to the wall. He leaps. It's off the top of the wall. Brown's down in center field. Taylor's going to come over and get it. Boys is heading for third. He's going to get up standing as Brown leaped at the wall and couldn't bring it in. And now the go-ahead runs at third base. Now Evansville's trainer going to go out there and check up on him and see if he's okay. Ellis Schwartz is on the bench if needed. And now Quebec back to the top of their lineup with a chance to take the lead before the 9th inning. Still checking up on Graham Brown out in center, who made an incredible effort for that ball out in center field, but just couldn't come up with it. That ball just kind of kept carrying off the bat of Boys. Looked like initially it was going to be playable, and I mean, it was in, but the leap at the wall just couldn't get it. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, Will Graham Brown. But now the Otters are going to have to work through with the miracle if they want to keep this game tied. We're all knotted up at 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. That go-ahead run is at third base. Now here comes Max Peterson. Still making his walk out there. Now he's going to go with the bullpen arm. It's going to be I believe, Nick McAuliffe when we come back after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network, Enter 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Otters call to the bullpen is Nick McAuliffe. McAuliffe on the mound. Justin Felix behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenwood Road, or call 812-475-9000. So McAuliffe's going to enter with the go-ahead run at third base and no one away. He's going to have to work a tightrope as he's back to the top of the lineup with Jesmiel Valentine. He will enter the left-handed batter's box. McAuliffe's first appearance since the All-Star break. First pitch is a fastball that goes high. Good stop by Felix, and he start behind 1-0. Maloof worked around some trouble in the seventh inning, but in the eighth, 3 straight hits, including 2 triples, have brought Quebec back to tied with a chance to take the lead. 1-0 pitch. Breaker just misses inside 2-0. Golf trying to work some magic here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, high fly ball into right field. That one's going to get down and over the wall for a ground rule double. And Quebec takes the lead here in the 8th inning. Two-0 fastball, that was middle. Valentine turned on it. And now at this point, got to try to keep this 1-run lead where it's at. Give your team a chance in the 9th. McCall set and delivers the first pitch to Castro. Pulled the string out in front of it was Castro. He's ahead 0-1. Castro had a couple of hits in the first 3 innings, and then since then has been 0 for 2. 2 for 4 on the night total. The 0-1. In the dirt, stopped by Felix, though, and keeps Valentine at second base, even the count up at 1-1. The Otters are going to need to at least score a run in the 9th. Now it's a matter of about how many. The 1-1 pitch to Castro. Didn't mean to, but he went. Now he's behind 1-2. Fastball up at 94 tonight from McAuliffe on that one. And now time is called. Felix can go out there and talk with this pitcher. Now with the count at 1-2, trying to find the put-away pitch, get a big first out. In the 9th inning, it's going to be J.J. Cruz to lead it off, followed by Justin Felix and Dennis Pierce. That's the scheduled batters. Cruz is 0 for 2, but Justin Felix has reached all 3 times, including a double. And here's the 1-2 pitch to the DH Castro. That pitch low, holds as Castro 2-2. Try to get him chasing, but he didn't on that one. Now McAuliffe set once again. He's in his closed stance. Delivers a 2-2 pitch. Fastball, chopped towards second. Cruz will take it in. Toss to second in time for out number 1. The runner does advance to third base with 1 away. You really want to keep that run from scoring at third. Next up is Anthony Quirion. Triple for him back in the 5th inning. He walked his last time up. Also flew it to left field and reached on a fielder's choice. Infield in, first pitch. Fastball called strike 1. Off ahead 0-1. Again, infield in, Cruz playing closer to second base, so a pretty big gap between Cruz and Logan Brown. Here's the 0-1. Another fastball, another called strike. Back-to-back well-placed fastballs, and he's ahead of Quirion 0-2 as he calls time. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Already 3 in for Quebec as they lead 5-4. Evansville just trying to keep this deficit where it's at with McAuliffe. Here's the 0-2 pitch from McAuliffe. Swung on and missed, strike 3, went back to the fastball and blew it by him. Big out number 2 with the German-American Bank strikeout for Nick McAuliffe. And with 2 away, it's up to Justin Gideon, who's 1 for 4. Infield now gets to play back. First pitch, squares on a bunt, pulls it back. Fastball runs in, 1-0, I should say. It's been a tight, contested game all throughout. 1 of 2 games still going on in the Frontier League. Here's the 1-0. Fouled up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count it 1-1. Down East and Ottawa to finish their game. Ottawa won 10-4, and then Tri-City and Three Rivers in the top of the 7th. Tri-City up 10-3. That pitch just misses low. 2-1. Try to get him chased on the off speed, but Gideon held up. Here's the 2-1. Fastball high, fly ball into right. Jones heading over towards the corner. He's going to camp under it and get it in for out number 3. Allowed out number 3 on the warning track, but it is out number 3. But Quebec takes the lead in the 8th. Otters going to need a run in the bottom of the 9th. Here on the Otters Digital Network, Enter 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Gateway call to the bullpen is Cole Rolland. Rolland on the mound. Arturo DeFreitas behind the plate. That pitcher catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Rolland entering, trying to make his second save of the season. He's appeared in 23 games. He's pitched to a .38 ERA. It's been dominant out of the bullpen. He's given up one earned run in 23 and a third inning. And now he enters to try to shut down this Evansville offense, but Evansville's fought back all night. Had some big at-bats, and they need to do it here again. J.J. Cruz, the first one to meet him. Loud crowd. Rolland comes set. Delivers the first pitch. Is in there for strike one. 81, called strike up above the zone, and Cruz is behind 0-1. He's the 0-1 pitch to Cruz. Pulled the string on that one. He's out in front of it. Now he's behind 0-2. Bat foot breaker got him swinging. Rolland entering with a 15 K per 9 rate, has struck out 39 and 23 in the third innings. The 0-2 pitch from the 26-year-old trying to close out this game. Fouled off by J.J. Cruz. And we'll do it again. 3 straight breakers from Rolland at 80 miles per hour. That one was left over the heart of the plate, but Cruz couldn't square it up. First year with Quebec, he's been a big reliever. Crowd gets loud. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul again. He's gone with the breaking stuff 4 straight times. Evansville trying to avoid their 7th one-run loss in the month of July. The 0-2. Cruz fouls that one off again. Every single one of Rolland's pitches has been between 80 and 82 miles per hour against Cruz. Justin Felix is awaiting on deck. Again, he is 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks. Rolland set. Here's the 0-2. Chopper towards short or second. Valentine takes it in, throws it to first in time for out number 1. So with one away, it's up to the 9-hole hitter, Justin Felix. 2 walks and a double. He will step in. Otters down by 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. Rolland, who works from the stretch exclusively, delivers the first pitch to the Otters catcher. That one misses high and in, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one at the top of the zone. Evens count up at 1-1. Interesting arsenal here from Rolland. Again, hasn't thrown anything faster than 82, hasn't thrown anything slower than 79. First time we're seeing him this season. Here's the 1-1. Pulled the string below the zone. Felix behind 1-2 now. Hasn't thrown anything overpowering, just does a great job tunneling some of these pitches. It's another one there that stays in the zone to the very end and then drops out of the zone at the last second. And it's worked. Here's the 1-2. Off stride, hit it into center field. Back on it is LeBrew, but he'll bring it in a couple of feet in front of the track for out number 2. Now there's 2 away for the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. 3 hits last night, including a home run. Now Justin Felix up to talk with him. Just give him a second, give him a little information on him. He's 0 for 3 in the game. A couple of groundouts, a couple of strikeouts. Final hope for Evansville in this game. First pitch to Pierce. Fastball, finally through the fastball, misses low, ball 1. First two batters didn't throw a single fastball. First pitch against Pierce is a fastball, but he missed it low. You wonder if he just isn't feeling it tonight. 1-0. Off speed, misses low, 2-0. Hasn't really needed it so far through the first 2 batters, though. The 2-0 to Pierce. Floater does find the zone at the top corner. 2-1. He's only thrown that one fastball. Everything else has been off speed. 2-1 to Pierce. Checked his swing, slow chopper. Rollins going to take in. It's going to be a tough play. Long throw to first is going to be not in time. Pierce beats it out, and the Otters stay alive. Infield single for Dennis Pierce. Tying runs on base. Go-ahead run coming to the plate in the form of David Mindham. That was a tough play. Slow roller to the left side of the mound. And Dennis Pierce hoofed it out and beat it out. Now it's David Mindham. Crowd's on their feet. They're still trying to root on their hometown team. Otters trying to silence them. First pitch to Mindham. Takes in the dirt for ball 1. Pierce checked his swing on that last one, too. Mindham a single and a walk in this game. He's 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0. Off speed at the knees, 1-1. Just caught it. Mindham trying to keep this game alive. Game the Otters took the lead in the 7th, 4-2. Quebec took the lead back in the bottom of the 8th, lead 5-4. 1-1, pulled the string out in front of it was Mindom. Hefty swing comes up empty. He's behind 1-2. It's been 3 straight off speeds. Mindom calls time. I wonder if Rollins going to try to dial up the fastball now. It's only thrown one of them tonight, and he missed it. Here's the 1-2 pitch to David Mindom. Chopped, foul, just made contact to stay alive. Another off speed, he fouls it off. Sellout crowd, doesn't look like anybody's left, and why would they have? It's been a close one. Mindom steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Rollin looks into his catcher. He agrees and comes set. Delivers the 1-2. Off speed, misses in the dirt, 2-2. Good take from Mindom as he stays alive. Mindom does have 2 home runs on the season. He also has 4 doubles. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3. Got him looking on the off speed, and the Otters go down in another heartbreaker via the score, 5-4. Mindom couldn't pull the trigger. The Otters gave up the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning and couldn't scratch across a run in the 9th. We'll talk more about this game on the Papa John's postgame show after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Welcome into the Papa John's postgame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and 96.9 WYIR. So the Evansville Otters drop another heartbreaker. They lose their 7th game in July by the score of 1 run. Fought hard in this one, but just came up empty against the best team in the Frontier League. They proved why tonight. Again, just really they don't chase a lot of pitches, and that felt like the difference. Otters just struggled to get these batters out, and really, even though some of these hits weren't by any means extremely hard, definitely had some. The home run by Christian Anoa was hard hit. The triple by Arturo De Freitas and the double by Jesmiel Valentin, both of those were definitely hard hit, especially in the 8th inning, hit the ball hard quite a bit, but just a lot of hits on slow, jam shots or off the end of the bat, just finding holes. Evansville did a good job avoiding the big inning. There were opportunities for Quebec to kind of get that big inning. Quebec finished with 13 hits on the game, but Evansville avoided it for most of the time to give up 3 in the bottom of the 8th, and that was ended up being the loss for them. But again, they avoided the big inning for most of the game. Evansville pitching-wise, Tommy Shirley made his debut as an opener, went 3 strong innings, pitched 3 shutout innings, walked 1 and struck out 3. Garrett Simpson followed him, pitched 3 innings of his own and looks really good. Gave up 1 mistake pitch to Christian Anoa to start his outing. But outside of that, the only other run he gave up were just on soft bloop hits that found open grass and really went against him. He walked 1 and didn't strike out any in his 3 innings of work. He looked good out of the bullpen. Again, his first bullpen appearance, and you hope if this kind of becomes a theme where he comes out of the bullpen, potentially even after Tommy Shirley, who opens games, he looks like this. He can work well for the Otters, especially, again, This is coming against a team like Quebec that you got to keep in mind they are the best team in the Frontier League. They've won 3 straight championships, and that's not by accident. Jackson Maloof followed suit. He pitched an inning plus, but in that second inning of work he did give up 3 straight hits, including 2 triples. Walked 2 in the first inning. He pitched, worked out of that inning scoreless, but then, like I said, gave up 3 hits, a single, and a couple of triples. And again, just another outing where he just couldn't really locate the fastball. But again, his off-speed stuff looks fantastic. It always has. If he can find that fastball in outings, he's going to be tough to hit. But tonight, unfortunately, he earned the loss, or he got the loss, and Quebec got to him. Nick McAuliffe came in, did give up a double, but eventually worked through, didn't give up an earned run in an inning for him as well, but couldn't keep the runner from third from scoring. That ended up being the winning run. Offensively for Evansville, L.J. Jones with a couple of hits, including a double in the 7th inning. Mindom and Pierce both with hits. Pierce that infield single to keep Evansville alive. Graham Brown had a hit, and Justin Felix had a double, a couple of walks, and a big RBI that tied the game in the 7th inning. Keenan Taylor also had a sac fly, still without a hit in the road trip, but a sac fly that allowed a run to score, the first run of the game to score. Evansville offensively, again, only 6 hits, including 2 from L.J. Jones and that infield single from Dennis Pierce, but they had opportunities. They got on via some mistakes. They earned a few walks here and there. They had opportunities, especially early in the game, to score some runs, and they just couldn't come through. They did eventually come through the 7th inning, but you look back at this game, and you look back at the second inning. You had a run in scoring position with 1 away. You look back at the 4th inning. You had bases loaded, no one out, and you only put up 1 run. You had runners at first and second with no one out in the 5th inning. You don't score a run. So you had opportunities, but they just didn't take advantage in those spots. And really, when you look back at this game, it's going to be the one that haunts them. That'll do it for tonight's ball game. Evansville loses 5-4. They're back tomorrow, same time, same place. 6:05 p.m. start Central Time before Evansville travels to Ottawa to take on 3 in the weekend siege before Evansville finally gets back home to Bossy Field next week, starting on Tuesday, taking on the Lake Erie Crushers. And that'll do it for me here from Quebec. I'll be signing off from the Otters Digital Network on 96.9 WIR. I'm Lucas Macklin. And as always, have a blessed night, Otters fans.